right, don't lose your temper. I'll come right back and give you a hand.
Laugh it up, fuzzball.
We met doing American Graffiti. I was introduced to him. I actually wasn't introduced to him. I was there was a casting call for a character in American Graffiti, and George Lucas was some guy sitting in the back of the room and never said anything. And I got a call from the casting director and the producer of the film, a guy named Fred Roos. And he said, George would like you to play a part in American Graffiti. I said, how much? He said, $485 a week. And I said, you got to be kidding. He said, I'm a carpenter. I have a job. I make like $16 an hour. I can't take the cut in pay. I got a kid to feed. $485, and I hung up. And they called back in about 2 or 3 hours, and Fred said, we've been going through the budget with Gary Kurtz, and we found a little bit more money for you. And I said, how much? And he said, $500. And I said, I'll take it. Shortly after overcoming the problem of fear, I became really intrigued in figuring out how to tell stories. And I felt a sense of community with the people I was working with that I had never really felt before in my life. I was always kind of a loner, and I wasn't a sports guy. I wasn't a student council kind of guy. So I felt useful in storytelling, and I felt fulfilled by it. And so that's something I thought I ought to give a shot.
Boring conversation anyway.
Luke, we're gonna have company!
Come on, baby, don't let me down.
I got him! Great kid! Don't get cocky!
The only advice I've ever offered young actors is to try and figure out how to do it for yourself. Never be caught with the idea that you can imitate someone else's success. As much as you might admire what someone else does, don't try and imitate that. Find your own way. Find your own voice. Find your own feelings, and that will give you a unique opportunity. I don't have an ambition for particular roles. I have an ambition to do good work with good people, tell stories that are compelling and emotional, and to engage my own ambitions to do good work. That's my goal for my professional life.
Who is this? What's your operating number?
Boring conversation anyway.
What success meant to me was the opportunity to be useful, so that somebody else, might entertain me as a choice. But it also meant that I could use that event of a success to do something different than what was expected. I could go to another genre. I could go to another kind of role. I could go from the success of Witness to the opportunity of Mosquito Coast.
Right.
And people say, whoa, wait a minute, might not be the best career choice. And I thought, well, I don't have to make the best career choice. I have to make a choice that will challenge me and be interesting for me.
You might need this.
You have your moments. Not many of them, but you do have them.